Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the string. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoia, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the string. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoia, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right numb his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the string. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach, paranoia, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the string. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach, paranoia, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed to it, shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names. Who gon' feed?
I'm who they depend on. Who they depend on. I'm who they depend on. I'ma go get a bag if it's me. I'ma put down a pack if it's me. I'ma put down the trap if it's me. Scoring the end zone. Running me plays, nigga, like I'm hurt. All of this money hit them where it hurts. You know the mission, put them in the dirt. On the end zone. Running me plays, nigga, like I'm hurt. All of this money hit them where it hurts. You know the mission, put them in the dirt. I got my bitches in the spot where I want 'em. I got these bitches on call when I want 'em. I got some niggas who trap when I want 'em. Play with your bitch, you don't play with my brother. Into your baby, I put it together. They on my body, I put it together. Two battle bitch, they going together. Baby gon' suck me and fuck up, I let him. Watch me smoke with a bitch, you ain't clever. Right through that bitch cause she thought she was special. Those some bitches who dance with the devil. He got a back cause he thought of him dead. The clip on the gun that I got him in daddy. Mention my name in the scenes with pressure. 24K, no, I vetted them better. 24K, what I put on the bezel. Mixing my flavors and mixing my fabrics. Valentino wanna cut with the cabbage. Tryna put me out on the average. Independent, what I'm keeping my status. I got the pain inside of the boat. I brought the ice from out of the dough. I got a chain, my brick in the dough. My brick got a bang, Chris, you don't know. I'm who they depend on. I'ma go get a bag if it's me. I'ma put down a pack if it's me. I'ma put down the trap if it's me. Scoring the end zone. Running me plays, nigga, like I'm hurt. All of this money hit them where it hurts. You know the mission, put them in the dirt. Who they depend on. I'ma go get a bag if it's me. I'ma put down the trap if it's me. I'ma go down the trap if it's me. Scoring the end zone. Running these plays, nigga, like I'm hurt. All of this money hit them where it hurts. You know the mission, put them in the dirt.
Building, man. What y'all got going on, man? Another one bites the dust, man. 20-0. Y'all know the feeling. Y'all know the vibes, man. It's an early count celebration. What's up with it, man? Y'all know what's up, man. We are the champions, my friend. Another one, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. Big Rob on ain't enough, man. Go get your big dog, man. It wasn't enough, sir. It wasn't enough. The link is in the chat. Y'all come on. Come celebrate with Big Al. We popping bottles, goddamn. We popping bottles, goddamn. I'm just celebrating the win, man. You know they gonna go whine and cry. You know they gonna go whine and cry. Hey, shout out to Rob Bourne. He a good sport. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that came in and showed up to show the fuck out, man. How y'all feeling, man? Who y'all got? How y'all feeling, man? Y'all ain't even talking to your boy, man. We 20-0. We just came off a big boy one. Huh?
Yay, bro. Hey, the last career ender, nigga. The last career ender.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Matt, what's buzz? Because
told y'all niggas I was gonna go in there and do that, man.
Hey, man, look. Yeah. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you beating up on that little bitty Pan African. Appreciate it. I'm gonna step back. I just came up here to say the last motherfucking career ender. You always do it.
Yeah, man. That's one of those ones. That's one of those ones, man. Yeah, we had to go ahead and whoop up on old boy. It was good. He came in with his all the African shit he could find. That shit ain't gonna work, bro. That shit ain't gonna work. All that shit, African shit you can find came from the white man, CIA. You understand me?
That's a fact. That's a fact. But you did what you had to do. You came, you saw, you conquered. Fucking talking about.
No, that's a fact, bro. We came to smoke them, bro. And there wasn't nothing else to talk about, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was just to get in there, prove my motherfucking point, and get to the motherfucking shenanigans. You understand me? Who y'all got with the motherfucking win, man? Y'all let me know what's up, man. Y'all come talk to me. Y'all feeling good coming off of that. You know? Feeling real good. Feeling real good. Yeah, man. Another one for the Aboriginal community, man. I told y'all niggas, man, we was gonna bring this motherfucking in, man. I told y'all we was gonna bring this thing in, man. They Dr. John Henry Clark, Leonard Jeffrey, CIA, organization, African Studies, Heritage is over with. We don't want to hear it. We don't hear about no 1900s. Them niggas was indoctrinated, getting touched on by the church dudes. Promise Hall over there fucking George Washington and shit. And you want me to look up to these niggas? He fucking George Washington, man. I had to be PG on there. That nigga was fucking George Washington, man. Y'all didn't know the nigga Prince Hall's son fucking George Washington, man. And y'all want me to look up to these niggas, man? Frank Boas.
I think he was being a little nice.
Frank Boas worked for the CIA. I told y'all. I just showed y'all Zora Neale was one of those people that went down there with the CIA, African CIA studies. What Zora Neale do? Listen to Frank Boas, go down to Africa Town talking about she found the Clotilda. That's all a CIA experiment. And he got exposed. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. I do this, man. Y'all hit the link, come on the panel, we'll celebrate with your
you left that nigga looking like Martin on that episode when he went against Tommy Hearn.
And my first round was the bait round. I just wanted to come out smooth. I know he didn't know what I was coming with.
Nah, you left that nigga lumped up. Stop playing.
Shout out to Grateful on here. What's going on, Grateful?
Oh, I just want to say that you did a wonderful job.
I
I'm not
appreciate
up here for long, but you did an amazing job,
I
and
appreciate that.
like seriously, you really did, and you stuck to the topic at hand, and of course, with Jabari, I think his name is. Well, he has an accent. Is he from? He's an Islander man.
Oh, that was
Rob
Rob.
one,
Yeah, he do.
Rob
He
one.
do nothing.
He do got
No,
an accent though. Is he from here? Cause he do got an accent. I heard that too.
no, because I'm telling you, my man is from South America, and he has that same accent.
What's going on, Sister Betty?
So, great job, Ab.
I
You
appreciate that
won
great job, brother.
regardless.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, you did an amazing job. But can I add something to it?
Absolutely.
I would like for you to just give him a little bit more fire. Give them you know how Bruce Leroy came out at the end of him
Hey,
studying so much and having that it's just peacefulness because I feel as though you're a peaceful bear.
hey, yo, my nigga, you killed
You know
him,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Yo,
I
and,
feel as
and
though you need to come through at the
nah,
end
Next
you
and
time,
just
next
killed him.
chop
time
your
I'll get
head
a
off.
little more aggressive with him. You understand,
Nah,
Grape?
yo, you
That's what she
killed him.
said. She
Yo, the
said,
fact
"Cut
that
that
you,
nigga head off."
I
Yeah,
yo, the
agree.
fact that you got like
yeah.
the fact that you got 48%
Stop
over
being
there.
so nice, nigga. You ain't no gentle giant, nigga. Stop being nice. That's what she's
Listen,
saying,
yo,
nigga. When you do it, cut
the
that nigga
fact
head
that you
off.
got
She said you was
48%
you
over
was
there,
playing with
though,
your
that
food.
shows that like you was able to sway a lot of them because that's a goddamn brother Garfield stronghold. The fact that you came that close over there, that shows that you were able to convince the majority of his audience because you went to like pretty much their house and you
Yeah,
was able to
yeah,
get that. You gotta look at it like that.
yeah.
So I think you killed them. I think you did it the right way, man. You was not gonna win certain Pan African votes because they indoctrinated with that religion. That's like
Right,
trying to convince a Christian to like stop being a Christian. But the
right.
fact that you got like 49% over there, to me, that was like that's a big win. But that means you convinced them niggas over there enough for them that would have swung that vote. That's like you being a Republican and you going in a Democrat shit and you getting like 49%. That's how
A
you
lot
got to
of them
look
niggas
at it.
didn't know them African studies the CIA organized, man. Heavily funded, man.
Man, you
Whole
won that
experiment.
debate hands down, man.
Well, I'm
Anybody
not
like
saying that. I'm saying that add power. You're in the know. Stay in the know. Stay
Mhm.
in your gracefulness because even with your how you are because I see I be watching you. You're very gentle. You're a very gentle giant. That's true. What I'm saying. Somebody said it. You're a very
yo?
gentle
I think you
giant.
killed them
You're
with the pictures, though,
respectful.
man.
You know what I
They
mean?
can't
You're
lie
No, he
about what
respectful.
they
is.
can see. Them pictures
He
was a
is.
dagger,
He a
man.
gentle giant. That nigga, he act like
He's
he all
respectful.
hard as
He's
shit, but he's
respectful
not.
until you get him
No, he
wrong.
is.
They
You
call
know,
me
he will snap on you.
the
But what I've
shirt
learned,
assassin, man. The
what I've
silk
learned, what I've learned about AP, the last career ender, what I've learned about him is I've watched him grow from being I'll cuss you the fuck out to I just want to have a conversation type shit. And in that debate, you could see the change. You could see the
I don't
difference.
want to scare the
'Cause I
people
know
off.
AP that
Oh,
cut
he
that.
on that
That's
nigga
the
shit.
thing. You don't want to scare that nigga off. You don't want him to not come back around.
Hey, Ab.
Yeah, what's going on, Sister Beth?
I'm good. I watched the whole thing. Um, I like Aborn. Aborn is very nice, and he got a good heart. He's very respectful too. But you got him, and I'm so happy you got him. And you know where it hit me in the heart at? Where you got him? When you actually told them that they were ages and didn't even realize it.
Yeah, that was powerful right there too,
That
man.
was
Like
so
when you laid it
powerful for
out.
me. That right there, you hit it right there for me. And I'm glad you won.
Yeah, 100%. He got it, man. Like I think you did
Yeah.
it the right way, man. You ain't have to switch up nothing because, like I said, a lot of people over there already had their minds made up, and the fact that the poll was like 49% on their platform, damn near. Because remember, Garfield was pushing this
Hey,
shit over on his channel.
that's a way win, man. That's a way game, man. You know what I'm saying? You see how many Pan Africans was in that goddamn
It's a
chat?
beautiful thing.
Yeah, the whole shit was damn near
It
majority
was supposed to be a
Pan-Africans, man.
wash. It was supposed to be a wash. It was supposed to be 60 to 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was supposed to be a wash, and yeah, and then you know what happened too? Garfield seen that he was losing in the polls, and that's why he kept on urging them, "Yo, vote, man. We losing. We falling behind. We falling behind." Them niggas was doing pretty votes over there, man. That shit was a big win.
It says that our movement is growing. That's what it says to me. And it also says to me that a lot of the Pan Africans are, stepping back and taking a look at the big picture and starting to understand the Aboriginal, and they're starting to believe it themselves. So we just got to keep fighting, y'all.
Well, for me, Ad Power, when I saw your greatness coming through, he said, we are, and we know that we are of the world. We are of this whole entire world. However, I'm speaking of the Americas. That's what got it for me. When I said, baby boy, that's shit, you just stepped into your power when you know that you are of the world. And you are the original of the world, so we are the inhabitants of the world. But I'm only speaking of the Americas, so don't get me confused. I said, I sent the highest vibrations to your frequency to you. And I'm gonna send that to you right now.
Shout out to you.
That was powerful right there. Because you spoke to the people when you said that.
Absolutely. Shout out to everybody in the building that showed up, man. What's up, Jersey?
What's good, winner? Hey, yo, this nigga not a coincidence. Thought that you got 3-0, right? But these niggas kept saying in the chat that Rob Warren got the first round. They kept trying to debate if you got the second round or not. You damn sure got the second round, and you damn sure got the motherfucking third too, nigga. These niggas over there talking cash shit. These niggas talking cash shit right now over there on Garfield channel. They talking about that in the
narrative.
Yeah, they talking about it. Yeah, they should, but they said that on your Jesuit letter shit at the bottom. It said we look like Orientals or some shit, and then they talking about, oh, how y'all niggas just gonna wash away all of our slave ancestral records? How y'all gonna wash away all that, all of our records? What fucking records?
Somebody drop the link to Garfield shit so y'all can go vote in the polls, man. Go vote in them polls. Somebody drop Garfield link where the channel is so the people in the chat can go flood them. We got 148 in here. Go vote for your brother Aboriginal Power.
Man, where that shit at, cuz?
Just drop the link to Garfield YouTube channel. Somebody drop it in the chat. But yeah, bro, like them niggas said, oh, y'all discounted all the history and records from our families. My family ain't never showed me no African ancestor ever.
Man, listen, all that African shit came from the CIA.
Hey, cuz, pull up their video, man. I want to see what these niggas talking about. Pull they shit up, cuz.
Yeah, smoke over there fighting with them right now. He banging out with all niggas right now.
Man, we should all go over there, man. Fuck them niggas, man. Cause that Pan African shit over with, nigga. And I'm on warrior mode all the time.
Run over there and flood the chat out with the poll. They got a poll up. Go vote for your brother.
All right, man. All right, put it. Hey, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
I don't even know
brother Garfield is his YouTube channel. Y'all go over there and vote for AP.
Is it Brother Garfield or is it Bro Garfield? What the fuck?
I think it's Brother Garfield.
I don't remember. I was putting my TV mount up when I was over there when I was listening.
I'm about to go drop the link in the chat. Y'all go vote, man. I need y'all to go flood that bitch out. They got me losing it with 29% right now. What the fuck? Yeah, y'all got the link is in the chat. Y'all go run over there and flood. Everybody that's in the chat, And we got 149 in there. We need 104 to go vote. We need 104 vote. The link is in the chat. Y'all go run over to the Garfield shit. They got see the paper review. I don't know what's going on. This shit just kicked me out, man. What's going on? Can y'all hear me now? Are we good?
I can hear you. You're good.
Yeah, that shit just kicked me out. Hey, y'all go vote, man. The link is in the chat. Y'all go run over there and vote. They got a nigga losing like 29%. What the fuck?
I went over there. I just got back.
You know what they trying to say? They trying to say, oh, that bull. They trying to say that shit about the CIA, Zionists, and the Masons was all conspiracy theories that it cannot be proven. Motherfucker, like how to? Okay, we're talking about white people over schools and shit. To me, that sounds about right. To me, that sounds like some Masonic CIA bullshit right off the rip. Teaching niggas that they African.
I'm gonna say y'all are the proof. Y'all teaching the shit, dummies.
Yeah.
Like he said, y'all don't even know y'all agents.
Hey, listen, for those that wasn't there, Sister Betty had them niggas hot up in the motherfucking chat.
I don't even see the poll. I don't even see the poll in there no more. They took the poll that they
ugly bitch.
Oh yeah, Juliana, Julie something. I forgot her name. July. So I forgot that lady name. She was coming at you heavy. Yeah, man. Yo, Sister Betty had all of them on her shit. They was going crazy.
Oh, they took the poll out they chat?
Probably did, right. They probably got somebody watching our shit and they heard us say, oh, we about to go over there and vote. So the nigga took it down. Petty ass niggas.
Yep, that's probably what they did.
Mm-hmm.
That bitch in there.
Only way the poll go down on StreamYard is when you hit end poll.
And then in the first round, AP, he gonna tell you got 5 seconds left at the end. He ain't tell you got 30 seconds, 3 minutes left, or nothing. At your very last 5 seconds, he like, yo, you got 5 seconds left. And then he gonna say, all right, that's time. Nigga, that you ain't warn me for shit, nigga. 5 second warning? The fuck is that, nigga?
This was a away game, bro. You gotta understand that.
Said Rob over there trying to threaten to take people channels down.
Rob who?
Rob, I think she might be talking about Rob Knox's set. He over there making threats about taking channels down again.
Rob be crazy, man. Rob be looking for clout.
Man.
Yeah, man, that was an easy whooping, man. At the end of the day. They gonna say everything conspiracy, everything is a lie. We washing away their African heritage. You go ask black motherfuckers today, which is just as intelligent as them niggas back in the day, with way more information at their fingertips, and go ask them if they think they African right now.
Right.
Who living right now with the information at their fingertips and ask them if they African right now.
And you know what else they said, bro? It was like he ain't show not one quote unquote black Indian tribe that did anything for Black America since they've been here. You clearly showed the Mashpee Indians that they was that blacks and Indians was synonymous. You clearly showed that shit. You know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, they interrupted the fucking the Boston Tea Party or some shit. Right? And then, and then let's think about this one more second. The Civil Rights Act nickname is the Indian Act, right?
Mm.
He never
Right?
addressed.
God, yeah.
He never addressed James 14 letter about the Negroes at the church when they met up with the white boy that told them to go back to Africa. None of them niggas voted, man. He never said anything about that. None of them niggas voted to leave, man.
You know what? None of
And
they
wait a
grandma.
minute.
Go ahead,
And
Sister
wait a
Beth.
and what the fuck he said his fucking great grandmother was Cherokee. Boy, bye. Take your ass home. How the fuck you Cherokee and African? Boy, bye.
No, how you Cherokee and Gullah? You multiple tribes, just like every other nigga.
And he talked like Shinnecock people. That nigga from New York, boy. Somebody need to. Indoctrination is a bitch.
It is. These niggas, man.
Indoctrination is a hell of a drug.
Copper color grizzly.
What up,
Keep them running. I was unable to attend. Forgive me, my good brothers. Though some of us do work still for Master Charlie, unfortunately. However, I wanted to ask something. I kind of punted it over to Chief Morning Thunder earlier. The problem with all of these discussions, whether you call them debacles or not, like you do, Copper Color Grizzly, is we are arguing within the confines of a lie. Now, what's interesting to me is that they want to say it's a lie to one certain degree. Check out their lie. This is what they say is the lie. Now, you know, if I do some name dropping, Taj, Tariq Bey, Sabir, whatever, they claim they're the Negro who started this shit with 7 presidents before George Washington. I'm sorry, George Washington. Is that what they say? They say they brought these motherfuckers up out of the caves of wherever, of the steppes of Caucasoid land, etc., from Spain to Mongolia for 7 centuries. Is that what they say?
Yep, that's what they say.
And then they say, but just bear with me for just a second, Light Man Z. They say they went to fucking sleep.
That wasn't me.
After they elevate them
that's
people.
Rob Noxious.
Oh, well, that bastard. Forget that slob. Anyway, when they say they elevated motherfuckers like him and went to sleep and then turned their ass loose on us, these same people said they went to the Sultan of Morocco and the great peace of friendship to not be treated like these Negroes over here. Did they not say that? Ab Power? So then how does that work? Now, what I'm hearing is 2 different forms of theft. The African who ain't got shit in Africa is trying to claim all the antiquity over here, saying it was created by motherfuckers who came here and they didn't do shit over there. Then you got the actual supposed pale-skinned Caucasoid motherfucker who literally paints shit white. That's why it's called whitewashing. Trying to steal what actually has been done here since they came here. Can we go into the inventions of the so-called black, Negro, etc.? And none of these motherfuckers have replicated nor initiated shit in Europe or Africa before it was here. How make that shit make sense, please, to me.
No.
Now, when we are dealing with one simple fact, and I'm going to put it this way, y'all can chop it up how you wish. I'm going to put 4 major pillars of this Pamboo shit. Ivan Van Sertima, Sheikh Anta Diop, or Joseph Ben Yakinen, or John Henry Clark, or John Hope Franklin, or, God forbid, James Smalls is outing himself as we speak. Is he not? That he was brought up by Aboriginals in South Carolina. That the great messenger, Elijah Poole Bay, was a Creek raised by his grandmother in Georgia. That Timothy Drew, the prophet, known to be an orphan raised by his Cherokee grandma. Now, if I'm lying on these people, correct me, please. But when you find out that any of these elder statesmen of pushing this Pan-African narrative are Aboriginals in their childhood, Start pulling draws down, Ab Power, NIU.
That power, man. You gotta stop debating these people, man. You guys gotta do your own thing. Stop debating people. They're making you look silly.
Man, that we smashed these CIA operatives, man. Rob, your chance coming up next, bro.
Rob,
Don't
shut
worry,
the fuck
Rob.
up, Rob. Just shut the
Rob,
fuck
you've
up.
been
I'm
waiting
sorry.
I'm
patiently.
ready. I'm
Rob
ready,
been
Ab.
waiting patiently.
Man,
He gonna
shut
get
the fuck up.
he can get it in. Rob ready to get smoked too.
Man, fuck all that. Hey, Ab, I ain't being nice to nobody no more, man. Fuck that. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
Here we go. This is why you guys win so many debates. People like
Yep,
this guy.
I said it, because you shouldn't even
Bap,
be here, bitch.
you're never
You
gonna get
shouldn't even be
nowhere.
here, bitch.
You're never gonna
Shut
get
the fuck
nowhere
up.
with guys like this on your panel,
the
Bap.
fuck. Shut up. Shut
You
the
need
fuck
people.
up.
You
You
need
shouldn't
people
even
like
be here.
Alabama.
You
You need
shouldn't
people
even
like
be here.
Alabama that use
Shut
smart
the
words that can
fuck up.
talk.
And guess what? Look, I ain't one of them smart niggas. I'm a wild Indian
I
nigga.
know,
Shut the
cool,
fuck up,
man.
bitch.
I'm not gonna shut up, dude. So you can keep saying it, but it's not gonna work any more than it did the last
And I'm
time.
gonna keep saying it every time you talk. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna get a word in, nigga.
Oh,
Shut
I
the
know,
fuck
cool.
up, bitch.
Shut the fuck up. I know. I heard that already. I heard that like 10 times
Shut
now.
the
Shut the
fuck
fuck
up,
up.
bitch.
Okay, I
Shut the
heard it.
fuck up, bitch.
I heard it. I heard it. You on repeat? What?
Look, y'all. I'm just being funny. I'm being an annoyance to this nigga, like he is an annoyance to us. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
I enjoy it though. I enjoy it though. It don't bother me, man.
Yeah, you enjoy being a fucking annoyance. Just shut the fuck up and
Yeah.
sit on the sideline, nigga. You don't know shit. Shut the fuck
I
up.
don't know shit, but you guys just got destroyed in a
Shut
debate and everybody's
the
laughing at you.
fuck
You guys are the
up.
laughing stock
Shut
of the
up.
internet.
Shut the
I'm
fuck
trying to
up.
help you
Shut the
guys.
fuck. Shut
Stop
up. Shut up.
debating
Shut
these
up. Shut
people.
up.
All
Rob,
right.
Stop
Rob,
debating
shut the
them.
fuck up. Rob, you sound like a bitch.
You
Shut
need
up.
remove Rob from the panel. You did not get destroyed.
We know we did.
That's
Rob just
totally
Remove Rob. I'm the one causing the issues. This guy's causing the
no.
issues.
You
He
need
can't control his
to
emotions.
go. You need to
I need
remove him. Let our people up here so we can brace together. Thank you. You don't
Thank
need to be
you,
That's
down
Queen
there.
right.
Mother, because I guess StreamYard got me ejected in the wake of the noxious Slav
We don't need
noxious.
no crackers
Hey,
coming over
Alabama,
Uh,
Alabama.
yeah,
I know that you're
yes,
really calm, but I had to come at him with that energy, man. Fuck that. He don't need to be up here. And I'm sick of that shit. Get his ass up out the way. He
That's
don't need to be up here
See,
while we celebrating a
the
victory.
problem is not whether we need to prove something. This is the only upsetting thing to me. And I appreciate what you're doing, Power. And again, thank you for access to the panel. Let's just be logical, objective here. These people have nothing. Remember, they're parasites. They require a host,
man,
something
this
of
was an
value
easy
to
smoking, man. We
attach
just dumped
themselves
that
to.
whole Pan-African shit on his head. Any Africana studies, any African institutes, any African anything was ushered in by the Zionists and then later formulated and organized by the CIA. And might I add, it was heavily
Freemasons.
Correct.
Freemasons, man. And y'all
Yo,
want
Yeah,
to
we're talking about what became the compulsory education system, things that we refer to as academia today. Hell, even Pan-Africanism came from here. Whether they want to put it on Marcus Garvey, he couldn't get shit started in Jamaica. He came to the mainland.
Yep.
Universal Negro Improvement Association, it was over 2 million Aborigines that made
Yep.
him allegedly wealthy. See, so
Yep.
when people just stop and focus on the facts, stop falling for the dumb shit. But this is what I'm
Mhm.
asking, Ab Power. Okay. Regardless of whether they have some legitimacy to speak to or not, I asked this. Remember, I asked you, Chief Morning Thunder, who the fuck are these goddamn Aboriginals Africans that they either came from or got displaced through reverse colonization? Now, you notice they don't want to talk about the West Coast. And how depopulated was the west coast of Africa when the American Colonization Society? Some of our ancestors chose to go, just like some today choose to go into the military, serving these criminals as we speak in 2023, right? Many went over there, and did they just colonize or did they displace Aboriginals when it was a very sparsely populated West Coast? That's Sierra Leone. I had a sister on the panel just 2 days ago. Said her father came from Cape Verde, and found out all of the facts of how they came from South Carolina. You see, so when
Mhm.
we don't just stress the facts, everything they have is mythology, theory, lies, propaganda, and their day is numbered. We don't need to concern ourselves with them. We're in home. We got the home base. Everybody's rolling up on our ass. Explain that. Nigga, when you come through the door, check your paperwork. Prove to me your tribe for you, not me, because I don't need that shit. But you coming over here spilling that crap, then you need to have your paperwork checked, your tree laid out, what tribe you came from, and who the hell did you displace over there in Africa. Take your ass over there and make amends. Because some shit, you want to talk about voodoo? Some shit, karma is a bitch. And I yield.
Facts, man. Like I said, man, it was an easy win. It was a away game. So I expect for them to say what they say. The polls damn near speaks for itself. The information speaks for itself. 20-0, man. Who's next? Man? I want Jabari next.
Yo, Bab, let me know when I can say something, bro.
You got the flow, big bro.
Yo, Bab, hey, man, I just want to say, hey. Another one bites the dust. That right there.
No, Cuddy.
The last career ender. Keep them running.
I'm introduce you
That's
and
Alabama
the Queen Mother. Ab Power, this is the introduction of the next SmackDown.
Keep them running.
Queen Mother, tell them what y'all got cooking.
Oh, yeah. We'll get. Hey, yo, yeah. Hey, I gotta get. Hey, but check this out though, Bab. You did a great job, man. You did a really good job, man. You smashed, brother, man. No doubt. You kicked that ass, man, and I appreciate it, man. Only thing that look, man. I see the numbers, man. We got about 189 in here, man. It was like 118 over there, man. If we could have just kind of had more of our people participate, then they polls wouldn't be looking like they look. You know what I'm saying? That right there, disappointing, man.
I realize it's a away game. It's an away game. Away game.
Exactly. But our people, yo, man, when we be doing this stuff, man, and I understand finances is messed up. Yeah, I know finances are messed up, but you know what I'm saying? If you can, this stuff really matters because it really does matter. So we got to show up for our brothers trying to show out. Hey, Bab.
Yeah, it matters, but Bab beat that nigga ass. He tapped that baby. He spanked that baby. He spanked him. Hey, that's
listen,
real talk. Bab got him.
Somebody just sent me the link. Let me play this. They said smoke them over there going in. Let's play with them.
Hey, yeah, smoke over there by itself.
Should have been slaves on shit and artwork. No, I'm not talking about artwork, bro. I'm talking about photographs. So I'm going to ask you a question. When was the first photograph set when you were able to take pictures? I'm not talking about the 1500s, 1600s. Slavery was abolished in 1865. Now I'm going to ask you, when was the first photographs put in place with photographic lenses in order to take pictures to project it, dealing with photons? That's the complex question that people got to ask. When was photonic patterns mimicked in order to take pictures at that time period? Because that's late in the phase when the early African slaves that were brought here were in the middle of the 1500s.
This nigga in Gozy be talking some of the bullshit you can find, bro. This nigga is sad, bro. And Gozy, a loud Ethiopian motherfucker who pissed.
Let me tell you what's disingenuous.
White man's ass.
Battle Royale. Battle Royale is
disingenuous, man. When they come over here, Ab TV did something, an interesting piece I was reviewing before I came up with you. That was looking at it from South America, UK, Colombia on down, and was showing all these sisters had Afro puffs, man. Now these sisters have the same hair of Beth.
African Americans or as a whole went through is horrible. For a whole nation of people of different ethnicities from Western lose their identity, to be stripped away from it, to be abused the way we see. What we don't want to accept is the level of destruction that we went through and the level of abuse that we went through as a people. That stuff was horrible because they gave you a whole nother identity.
Yeah, they stole identity here, but you still screaming this victim ass shit. You one of them loud victim, strong ass victim. You a proud victim ass nigga.
False sense of of democracy. That's pointless. And you're still rejected in this society. And we don't want to accept what we fully went through. We're abused people. And I'm keeping it real. Now you got niggas talking about they ADOS.
I'm sorry,
oh, I built this country. But you built it by force. You ain't built this by free will. Then you fought in the war where they used you. The British and the Europeans of the South and North used you. They used you the whole time. You still being used. So now you and now you want to
wait. Sound real soft.
Who is that? Ngozi?
I don't know who the fuck that is, but he sounds soft. Soft ass nigga. Soft ass nigga. And I said soft.
No.
Ngozi worse.
Man, them niggas sound soft.
Listen, them niggas over there trying to save face. They got Unc, Ngozi, Rob Bourne, and Garfield over there trying to save face. Come on, man.
Man, fuck all that, man. All that shit dead. Them niggas sound soft, nigga. Shut your soft ass up, nigga.
So you have a pity party going on. Is that what's going on?
Zalunda Zachary. What's going on, sister?
Halito Niji. It's Julanda. It's actually an Afro-Caribbean name.
Peace and love, sister. Much respect.
Where you
Peace,
from?
family.
Where you from?
I'm from Florida. Does anyone have any questions for me? I live here in Florida. Actually,
I got a question.
Born and raised in
we don't know who
Timaquan.
you are.
Born and raised in land that the Timaquans lived on, and I also had some direct contact when I was younger, living in Miami with the Seminole tribe.
I got a question. Did you attend the debate today?
Yes, I was there.
Okay,
Beth
hold on.
knows I was there.
Okay. If you was there, right, was your name starting with a J up in the chat?
My name appears everywhere as it appears here. I don't go by any moniker or acronym. My name is Jolanda Zachary, and it's Jolanda Zachary everywhere.
Okay, AP, I'm gonna ask you not to kick off the panel because I already know what she's about to come with. I'm gonna ask you just let her get her thing off so she can explain herself because she's in direct opposition to all of us. She definitely voted for Rob Bourne. But go ahead, I relinquish the mic.
I absolutely did, and I absolutely am.
Shit.
You the big forehead that I was.
So we got some woman food up here.
African American Creole that lives in Florida. You absolutely correct, Maniji.
So are you coming home? Or are you still on that? So are you coming home? Or are you still on the African shit?
Oh, that is her. That is her.
Yo,
yes, Beth.
Good. Let her speak. Let her speak.
Forehead, no doubt.
Yeah, I got a big forehead and high cheekbones, just like my ancestors. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah,
and
just like the Americans.
And I got a
You
gap.
still beautiful, sis.
And gap teeth, which I love.
So
yeah, you look just like us. You look just like us. You don't look like no fucking African.
All them Abo niggas want me. That's what I've been told.
Nah. Hey, yo, check this out. Check this out. Look. Hey, quiet, everybody, real quick. One second. Look, we gonna be neutral for right now, but you came very disrespectful at Sister Bethy. I wasn't really cool with all of that. Y'all was typing like super typo wars, keyboard super gangster, super.
Hold on, let's talk information though. What information did Rob Bourne present?
I'm going to address.
Let's get.
I don't want to get with the
That's fine, but let me
was all
make it
emotion.
clear. Never did I call the sister a bitch or a dyke or anything until after it was said to me, because I don't care if you're Abo, you Muslim, Christian, whatever. When it comes to black, melanated, whatever, I'm respecting the women. I'm respecting the sisters. So if
you called her a witch, you called her old.
You hold on, bro. I hear Zoloft. I hear Joloff in their voice right now. Hold on. Let's get something straight here.
What do you mean?
Who are you? What are you? Yeah. What the fuck is happening?
Like, yeah. Who are you? You came here, so who are you?
How do you identify, sis?
Hold on, Chief.
I just
You
told
asked
you
her to
all how I
present some.
identify.
Can you present some facts and some
Yeah, let's
information
give it the
to be
facts and the
analyzed?
information.
What presents? No, I don't have no documentation. I don't have any papers, any
I didn't hear what
letters,
she
Then
said she
anything like
was.
that. What is it
then
that you want me
respectfully,
to
just be
present?
quiet. Look, I'm not gonna be disrespectful. If you don't have nothing to present, then respectfully, just
Well, I
step
mean,
Hold,
my
to the
hold,
grandmother
side and
told
be
me
Hold
I
up.
was
quiet.
hold
Hold
African.
up,
on. Wait.
fellas.
What
That's
don't
what
know
my
what I'm
Can,
gonna say?
can
What
I
you gonna
say this?
say?
Nah,
Fellas,
don't run the lady
fellas,
off, man.
I
Do
would
not
like
do that.
I would like for y'all not to address her and allow me to address her woman to woman.
Okay,
Because
are you prepared to
Go
do
ahead, sis. You
yeah.
got it. You got
So
it. You
Wait.
got it, sis. You got it.
yeah.
No.
No. Let
it?
me
This is
address her
about to
because
go
I
right
did
Oh
see
now.
her in the chat.
shit.
So sis, you were speaking a lot. You were speaking a lot in the chat. So
as I do always.
as you're
I have a voice
always
and it's going to be
speaking,
heard.
what is your purpose here? What would you like to say?
I mean, if you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer.
Well,
Y'all
you
keep
jumped
blocking me.
in. I'm
You
asking
keep.
you, what is your
Let me
purpose
finish.
here?
I'm
What is your
gonna tell
purpose
you.
here?
I'm gonna tell you the purpose, Garden.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all
Well,
keep
I'm not your
blocking me in the
partner, but
chat.
what's your purpose?
You keep blocking me in the chat, so I thought I would hit the link so I can be heard. That's my purpose. So if you have
Oh man,
questions, that's what I'm here for.
hold up. Who blocked you in the chat? Hey,
I
please
don't know,
unblock
but y'all
her.
won't let me get a
Yeah,
word
please
in
don't
here. Say,
block
but it's
no.
cool
Please don't
though.
block
Don't block her.
nobody until
It's
Nobody.
after
cool.
y'all.
Hey, Bab, I'm
It's
sorry for
look,
even
it's
coming and
Gucci.
saying that, man, but
We Gucci.
we can't do that.
Hold on, y'all. She still didn't answer that sister's question. She didn't
That
answer
was
the
my
fucking
purpose. I
question.
did answer the
Answer the
question.
motherfucking question. No, you didn't.
Hold
Yeah, I
on.
did. I told you my
Hold on
purpose.
Hey,
now.
calm
You
down,
said
young
what
buck.
was my
Can
purpose?
we get to the information, y'all? I want to know
What information do you
why.
know? Like I asked several
No.
questions
I'm
to
asking you a
several
question now.
Calm
abos
down,
I
sis.
got
earlier,
you.
Don't
I
have
got you. I got you.
considering
sis.
Florida
Sister.
Hey,
because I'm
sis.
from
Sister.
Hey,
Florida
Chief, I got this.
and I have
sis.
Go
plenty
ahead,
Sis,
of
bro.
calm down,
historical
sis.
information for
Calm down,
Florida,
sis.
and none of you can answer that.
Sis.
What was your question again?
Hey, Grateful, don't add to the monotony that I'm trying to please calm down. So now, sis.
You using that word correctly? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Let's calm down. Let's get to the information. Supreme Chief Holiday. Go ahead, brother.
Listen, she said she voted for Rob Bourne. I think Rob Bourne was terrible. He didn't bring any information. So I need you, sis, to explain to me what
Hey,
exactly.
hold on. We'll listen, man. Zamunda, Princess Zamunda, we appreciate you for coming on and shit. And, no hard feelings.
Fatality. Brutality.
So what now? What you say?
I just want to know what's her information. Like I don't know.
I want to listen. Hey, one over there about. I have to go listen to my bro over there. This lady can come back later, man.
Oh, are we about to bounce?
No, we just gonna go listen to A1. I got them pulled up.
Yeah, chill on out, Miss.
Hey, cuz, pull that shit up, man, so we can listen to it over here. I don't really want to go over there on them niggas' page.
What's the third point?
Third
point. And he's promoting people like Richard Allen. The church is part of Rome. The Rome is the people who we was fighting against. We weren't fighting against the ones that was promoting Catholicism. That's what they're doing. Devices promoting what? Promoting Catholicism or Christianity.
Catholicism? What the hell is Catholicism?
It's Christianity or
you mean Catholicism, bro?
Catholicism. You know exactly what I mean.
I'm messing with you.
Okay, that's what was promoted over here.
The 3 points. 3 points.
Okay.
So the 3 points
that's what was promoted
hold on.
Hey, Bap, you and Chief should go over there. I hold this open.
The Lenape people was there, and they were promoting Catholicism.
I ain't talking about, wait. Don't get no, I'm telling you, he talk about Richard Allen and all these niggas who became part of the Prince Hall Freemasons.
So why well, let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
So do you believe Richard Allen was an African, or you think he was an indigenous person?
For all I know, he could have been a European. He could have been he could have been from Rome, or he could have been from Europe. He wasn't no fucking African, bro.
So hold on. If he's not an African, and you're saying we're not African, why?
We're not African. You're not no African,
all right.
bro.
So why are you
You're
mad with him?
Arawak. You're Arawak.
Hold on.
No African.
Hold on. Why are you mad with him though?
Why I'm not with who?
Why are you mad at Richard Allen and them?
Why I'm mad? Because they're the people that came over here and spread Christianity.
Okay. All right. Let me stop right there. Ramon, you could respond to it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, say Negro burial ground, but 1808.
So why you say eight? Why you say?
Oh man, no, you're not doing that.
Yo,
You're not doing that.
Are you listening?
I slowed down. You told me interrupt me coming. See, you can't have a.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
the
news.
Man, this shit is pop locking.
The newspaper clipping of 1808 says African burial ground, right?
Wait,
so like
a newspaper clipping, but the actual
map. I got
the actual map.
Hold on, wait.
Hold on, Ramon. My brother, you already spoke. You made 3 points. Now is the time for somebody to respond.
These niggas be saying dumb shit like, are you African? Or you an indigenous person? Bitch, ain't Africans indigenous too? Are y'all stupid? Oh, they some made up shit. Yeah, it is some made up shit from the white man.
Man, come on, let the man talk, man. Let us have a dialogue, not a monologue. Let's dialogue, man. Come on, bro.
I don't do that on my channel, bro. I don't do that wild shit.
Should be on some
One person talk.
Go ahead. All right.
Let me put you down to the bottom until it's time to speak. You gotta treat them like they're kids nowadays.
Yeah, man. So like, bro, when you having this conversation, this is why I brought up some slave revolts that is before this burial ground. The reason or purpose of
slow as hell.
Institutions such as the
I ain't about to listen to him.
Copper color grizzly. You know, the statement you just made. Yeah, mic check. Can you hear me?
I can hear my elder.
Okay, here's the thing. The statement that Ab Power just made, whether Africans are indigenous or not, you know, this Africana shit, and pull up the colony of where that was supposed to be in the northern area, that's now Tunisia, you know, Algeria, Libya, etc. What's the difference in them making a term African to establish placing on them, and them making the term Noah Webster did in 1828 as the American, even though there was more evidence of the origin of the word America over here than Africa ever over there. Plus, where are those Aboriginal people? I've asked this and I'll continue to ask this. Where are the Aboriginals? Did they get exterminated? Were they depopulated? Did they get moved around? I mean, the west coast of Africa itself was not populated. So then who are the Aboriginal, quote unquote, Africans, Ethiopians, Al-Kabulan, whatever you want to call them? Who are those people? And if we're going to use a comparison to Australia, no one disputes their Aboriginal state of existence. The argument is only focused on us, and everybody on the fucking planet is coming over here ganging up on us. Where is there a comparison anywhere on this planet? You see, even these jungle bunny spear chucking motherfuckers are joining the gangbang. And they're trying to fucking consciously beat us into submission. Fuck that shit. And I yield.
And it's facts.
So, brother,
Lucky Cuz, what up, Lucky?
What's up, AP? What's up? Yeah, did everybody check out the debate?
Of course.
Yes,
I want to make sure everybody support. I know Grateful was in there. Grateful was in that bitch acting a fool.
Of course.
I didn't see it.
I'm taking every head I can.
Okay, I feel you. I understand you, sister. I understand.
Hey, Mama Bear.
Nah, hey, I'm just trying to figure out real talk, AP. Why did you go in there with that Yamasi African source after A1 and not a coincidence debate? That you knew he was finna pull that. You knew he was
I had
finna pull that
already
in
laid
the
down the premise that this African word is an insert and it ain't a construct that comes from indigenous people from that continent or from her. You see what I'm saying? So by the time I show that, I feel like my premise of the word Africa and its origins and it been an artificial insert from Jesuits and Masonries, and then used to help promote eugenicists and anthropology through the CIA organization. I felt like I laid that down pretty well when I got to the African thing. It was already been implemented in small inserts.
See, if that was the case, you would have had to hone in on that because that's an easy hanging fruit for them. You know what I'm saying? That's an easy.
I understand that. I understand that. True. But I show various other sources about Negroes being here. I show about the Mash P. I showed about a couple other ones as well.
You talking about them pictures at the end?
No, the Mash P. Massachusetts.
You talking about that quote you had?
You said particularly the Mashpee Indians was classified as colored, and the word black and Indian was synonymous.
No, you definitely laid a lot of body shots. It got away from you in the question and answer round, bro. That's what I was saying. It's like you should have knew about them. You knew he was going for them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why the vote was like it was. Niggas was like, how come he ain't landslide? Because it was really closer than what niggas trying to act like it was. But for real, he got you in the question and answer.
Yeah, lucky. The debate wasn't about question and answers. It's about proving my point. You know what I'm saying? And this particular topic is a topic that I'm not privy to. So a lot of the research was newly invented research dedicated to this topic. So any other questions relatively around that topic, I wouldn't really. I don't know. I wasn't gonna give her no fake answer.
Well, Lucky, can I ask you a question? How hard is it for someone to just place themselves in an aspect of knowing their experience in the place that they're at? So what would make you Lucky? So Lucky, matter of fact, before you answer it, are you in the Americas or are you in another land?
Yeah, I'm in America.
Okay, so if you're in America, right? Was you born here?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you was born here, right? Have you gone through the experiences of being in this actual landmass?
Yeah. For real. You get to where you going, no disrespect.
Okay, so you've dealt with these experiences, right? And through your, even with know-it-all, with reading books, right? And the books gave you some type of aspect of something. Through your experiences, have you not dissected what you've experienced and what the book told you to tell you something through your experience? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm be real. I don't know where you going with the question. I just can't.
Well, did you hear what I said though?
About the debate? Because I'm gonna be honest about the debate. You feel me? I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. That's why I just want to be up here and shoot it one with you. I don't know what she talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna repeat it.
Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk. Sis.
I want to repeat this to be clear. You're reared in these lands, this landmass of America, correct?
Listen, you done said that 5 times, Grateful. I need you to get to your premise.
Okay, I don't need you to be so far going with you not getting my understanding. So you're reared here in the Americas, so you've gone through certain experiences, correct?
You said this already. Listen.
Okay, I want to make sure you understand.
Listen,
okay, so since we got that understood, we have that understood. Okay, so the understanding is that you've experienced certain things in this America, right? So you also so-called studied things in a book that told you something, some kind of another that was different. So then you bring yourself along that say it was different. And they did this and they did that. Right?
Right.
Story right now. I
Well,
want you to
grateful,
follow along with
Yeah,
me.
so
Sis,
yeah,
don't get all
grateful,
along with it. Let
grateful,
him make
yeah, I'm
his
trying to
point.
figure out, like, yeah,
grateful,
I'm trying to
Let
figure
him
grateful.
out what
make
May
you
I
his
got
just
point.
going
ask
on.
Grateful.
one question
Excuse
of
me.
Lucky?
Let
Lucky, can
hold
I
on.
ask you this? Do
Hey,
you
Ali
think?
Bamu, excuse me. Let Lucky make his point. I wanted to hear what Lucky was going to say.
No, I really already made my point. I don't know if
Yeah,
you just got off
he
the
already
phone.
made.
I didn't hear
He,
your point. I want to hear it.
he was talking
Okay, yeah,
about
my
me
point. Yeah, I'm
elaborating.
trying to figure out. Yeah, no, I'll make it again. What I'm saying is that Yamasi African line that you just used with not a coincidence that he pulled out. That's a low hanging fruit cherry pick. That's something that any debater who with no tactics under their belt can pull that. So
For
I'm trying
what?
to figure out
For what? What?
why he would
Hold on.
use that.
Wait. Real quick question. Okay.
Hold on. I just want to make
Listen,
it
bro,
clear.
I'm really giving a perspective of it from an outsider
I
point
mean,
of
it's
view.
my
You feel me?
source. I mean, since you saying that that's the source that I pulled up. What did you saying that is low hanging fruit? What about is low hanging fruit?
So when you presenting it in a sense of there's no African in that present, like the way you presenting it is disingenuous. So somebody can
Who
go back
presented?
behind. Let me finish what I'm saying, bro.
Who? But
So somebody can go back behind you, and when
Okay.
they go back behind you, they can point out the flaw in your approach.
Wait. Lucky, hold up. Oh, you talking about AP or you talking about A1? Who you saying that
So
they?
you did this
All right.
first,
So
and then
no,
AP bro,
wait,
just been
wait.
I already
Wait.
explained
bro.
to him
Slow,
why
slow,
you
All right,
slow
explained.
down,
nah.
bro.
Hold on. Let
Slow
me make
down,
my
bro.
point. Let me make
We
my
got
point
you,
with
A
this.
one. Hold on, calm down. I know you was over there with Garfield now, and they be on some bullshit. But calm down. But listen, I made my point to what he addressed, and hopefully I explained it thoroughly for the brother Lucky of why I did it, even though I understand why he said it. But go ahead, brother A1. You got the floor.
Lucky, listen. In the article, right, it says that the Yamasi are Africans and they was here before Columbus got here, right? Now, to me, that already shows you that the Yamasi was here before Columbus, right? How the fuck do they know that they from Africa?
Listen, that's essentially what he
You tell
alluded
me. You
to.
tell. I don't
That's what
care
he
what.
alluded
I
to.
don't care
And
what
then
he would
my
allude
answer
to.
to that.
I
So I'm
don't
gonna give
care
you my
what he.
answer to that.
Okay, go ahead.
You would have to provide. You have to double down on that because giving somebody some innuendo and something that you could
I should have
maybe
made.
quite possibly beat, that ain't
Point
enough
of it
landing
that the
pad for my
Yamasi was
airplane.
here before
You dig what I'm
1492.
saying?
The
I need a
Yamasi.
bigger I
So,
need a bigger launch
all
pad
right. So
than
hold up.
that.
To go along with other information, the Yamasi was here before 1492. Now, whether or not they saying that they're African or not, that's up to what they're saying. They don't know that they're African. They
But
can't.
A1, my bad, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. Respectfully, please acknowledge that yes, the Yamasee are definitely American Aboriginals, but the Yamasee also have African ancestry.
From
Why is that so difficult?
tell me how.
No, wait. Well,
Tell me how the
hold
Afro.
on,
I mean, how the Yamasi
hold
got
on,
African ancestry.
You know that
hold on.
the Yamasee still exist today, right?
I want them to say how they got African
Yeah,
ancestors.
this what I'm saying. Yeah, you know it's Yamasee that exists today. It's not a fictitious tribe. Like Yamasee still exists today. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like there are Shinnecock and Wampanoag that exist today and Piscataway. When they take DNA tests, it proves that yes, they are definitely American Aboriginals, but additionally, they definitely have African ancestry. And there's nothing wrong with that.
They have African ancestry because they find a haplogroups that's only linked to what they call Africans.
But
Are
the
you
more
not?
important, the brother say
No,
it's
no, it
nothing
ain't.
wrong with it.
Do you
Like
not
what's the
understand?
problem with that?
Do you not? Nah, I don't care. I have a problem. I don't have to agree. Are you saying the brother saying
What
that's
is your
him?
problem?
That's him.
But what is your problem, brother?
My problem is with the pseudoscience, period. Because all of that shit
Brother,
is no.
can I ask you a
Listen,
question?
brother, let me explain something to you. Right? Look. Before the European made DNA, there was black people on every fucking continent, nigga.
But A1, can I ask you
No,
this,
no,
please?
no, no, no,
It'll
no.
be very
Hey,
brief.
look. What I'm gonna say is gonna be very brief. Before they made DNA, nigga, there was African or no, I'm sorry, there was Negroes on every fucking continent, nigga, and they did
And
not
A1,
come
can
from.
I ask you this, brother?
Wait. They did not come from Africa. Now, what these people doing is they linking the similarities in our DNA back to Africans. And you niggas, because of eugenics, because remember, because of eugenics, that's when they started labeling all these different
Yeah,
racial
yeah.
groups on
A1 brother,
But
please. I
continents.
that's
have
too
one
broad,
question,
though. You're
please.
being too broad with your paintbrush. Like
I'm
Well, let me
that.
make
telling
a
you,
brief question.
I'm
Go ahead, go ahead.
A1. If you took a DNA test and you found out that your son is not yours, would you say it's pseudoscience?
well, if you when you do DNA tests, it come back even if the child is supposedly yours 99.9%. And that can
Exactly.
be questioned. And that could be questioned automatically.
So that's my point. So if you took a DNA test and it said that your child is not yours, would you say that it's
I mean, I
pseudoscience?
don't
I'm
really
asking.
want to deal with no semantics and deal with these
That's
crazy
not that's
analogies.
science. That's
Nah,
literally
I'm
science. I'm
not.
asking.
Look,
If you
look, look,
took
look.
a
What I'm
DNA
telling
test,
you is this. What I'm telling you is this.
brother, it's the same
Hey,
science
brother,
regarding DNA,
look,
brother.
nothing you're going to
It
It
shows
say.
is
that, brother.
not
Hold
the
on, let me
same.
respond to
It
that.
is not the
When you
Nothing
same
take a
science.
when
A
you
Look
take
it
a
up.
paternity test
mitochondrial,
is not the grouping, and the people in the actual DNA community compare it to astrology. A
that's
paternal
not true, brother.
test
Let
and
me
this
respond to you,
grouping
brother.
bullshit that you're
None of that
talking
is
about,
that's
King
bullshit,
Cass,
brother.
is not
That's
science.
bullshit,
It
bro.
is speculation at best.
All
Here's
right, let
what I
me
want to ask
respond.
you, Lucky.
Let me
Lucky,
respond,
Lucky
brother.
Goosebumps. No, no, no,
I'm
no, no.
asking.
You
I'm asking.
put a pin in
If
your
you
shit
take it,
for the moment.
but brother,
Lucky,
I'm asking. If you took a
is
DNA
it not
test,
known,
brother,
Lucky I'm
I'm
speaking
asking.
to, not
Have some
you.
decorum.
Would you
Have
put
some
a pin
decorum,
in
brother.
your bullshit
But
while I
brother, have
ask
some
Lucky the
decorum,
question? I've already waited and I
brother.
asked
You
him
interrupted
asked him
me.
a question.
You
No,
interrupted
because you
me,
come up
brother.
here with bullshit. Now,
Brother, I'm
Lucky,
not bullshitting at all, brother.
it is
Please show some
known that
decorum.
Holland and Germany specifically got tobacco indigenous to the America, North specifically.
Brother,
And
we already admit we're mixed with both,
even
brother. We admit it.
today, they have shown the same Aboriginal continuously, uninterrupted, since the 1300s.
Yes, we
Is
agree
that
with that.
or not? Is that
I'm
not a fact?
asking if you take a
I'm
DNA test
talking to
and it
Lucky,
says your son is
not
not
You talking
yours,
about
your
would you
knucklehead.
DNA,
disregard it?
man. That's all y'all
I'm
keep
asking.
saying. DNA,
Why we can't
DNA,
just have a
DNA.
Yeah,
straight,
that's what I'm
straight
asking, brother.
conversation,
If
We
you took a
look,
DNA
we
test
don't
and it says
believe
your
in
son is
DNA,
not
so
yours,
why are you look, you already know we don't
brother, you
believe it.
answer. I'm
My
asking the other
dude, my
brother,
dude, stop
please.
talking over me, brother, please.
A1, you
My brother,
interrupted me,
listen,
brother.
all right, stop talking over me.
But brother,
You
you
keep
interrupted
bringing up
me.
no, you keep bringing up DNA. You know we
And
don't
you
even
answered, so I'm
it
asking
don't
the other
matter. We
brother.
don't even believe
I
DNA.
know,
So
but
why you
brother,
keep
you
bringing
answered.
it
Ain't
up?
Can you
I ask
still
the
on
other
the
brother?
run, yo?
The fuck
Ain't
is
you
you
still on
talking
the
about?
run?
Can I ask the other brother?
Ain't you
All
still
right, now my
hiding in
question is,
Mexico?
Who you
my
talking
question
to?
is,
he said shit, bro. Get
if
off
you
that
took a
police.
DNA test and it said your son not yours, would you say it's
Man,
pseudoscience?
we're not answering no more questions about DNA. Move
That's
on, bro.
checkmate right there,
You
brother.
wasting my time, bro, because I
That's
don't believe
checkmate right
you
there,
wait.
brother.
Hey, that's checkmate in your
That's
mind.
checkmate,
Hey,
brother.
that's
If you
checkmate
took
in
a
your
DNA
brother.
test and it said
That's
your son is
checkmate
not
in
yours,
your mind.
you would
I'm
not
not
say it's
agreeing to that.
pseudoscience.
I'm not agreeing to that. Move on. Move
All
on,
right,
chat.
well,
I'm
listen,
not
let me
agreeing to
ask
that.
another panelist.
Nah, we're
I
not.
already,
No,
So
no.
why is
Listen,
it
brother, I
listen,
asked,
pseudoscience though?
listen.
A
My
one.
dude.
Why is it pseudoscience?
What?
yeah,
Why?
thank you.
What's pseudoscience?
What you calling you saying is pseudoscience? Whatever you
My
saying is
dude.
pseudoscience.
I
What is
just
what is
explained. I
pseudoscience?
just gave you a proper analogy of how to identify what they doing, my dude. Listen, there was
No, because
Nick,
I'm telling you the
my
paintbrush you
dude.
painted with too, bro. I need you to be
I'm not.
precise.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm being precise, brother. Was there not Negroes on all continents, bro?
Brother, back to the
Yes
DNA.
and no. Yes and no.
Back
Was
to
it
the
not,
DNA. You're
brother? We're
deflecting.
not gonna keep talking about that.
How
Hey,
is
look.
DNA
Hey, look. Hey,
pseudoscience?
my dude. Look. My dude. Listen, please.
Checkmate,
My
brother.
dude.
Listen, he
How
gonna
is DNA
let him answer.
pseudoscience?
Look, Afro, let him answer how he gonna answer. This is
Look.
saying this is a part of his answer. What you
Listen.
saying, A1?
Listen. Check this out, right? Afro, mute your mic, bro.
Yeah,
Stop interjecting
everybody mute
and
up. Let
stop being
everybody get in.
disrespectful,
Listen, I'm
bro.
about to get out of here in like 20, 30 minutes. Nigga, I've been on live since like 6 o'clock. You understand me?
No
So,
doubt. No doubt, AP.
I'm tired of shit.
But what you asking me is this, right? Before eugenics and before DNA was created, there was Negroes on every fucking continent. Now, what they did was they created this DNA, and what they did was try to link everybody who are Negroes back to Africa. Okay, we know they already did this because that's what
But
the whole.
brother, that's not true.
Eugenics is what
Hold on.
came
So
up
how are you
with
determining? You
DNA.
saying before the
Okay,
science and
so
DNA?
okay, let
How
me
would you
ask you a
determine
question.
that
All right,
that
all right.
person is a
Do me a
Negro before
favor.
that science and that
Bone
DNA?
measurements.
Do me a favor.
Bone
That's the same science
Pull
in the
up the
DNA that you saying
creator.
is
No,
pseudo.
it's not.
Pull up.
DNA
Wait.
is
This is how we
bro.
gonna do this shit from now on. So
Yeah, yeah.
when you niggas bring up DNA, pull up the creator of the DNA. Please pull it up.
The creator of DNA.
Oh yeah. Please pull it up.
You don't even realize how foolish you sound right now,
I
bro.
That's
sound
what I'm saying,
foolish.
A1. This
So
is
You
what
don't
I
who
even
said when I
applied?
realize
speak.
how
I don't
Y'all
want
foolish
a
know
you sound
broad
right
exactly
now,
brush,
what it
bro.
bro.
Who
I
is.
want you to
applied
be
the
precise
science?
with your
No.
answers.
DNA test, bro.
Who applied the science that we should be following it? Who was the first individual who started conducting the DNA test?
Brother, if you're gonna teach, we listening.
Okay, I'm asking
Right.
y'all. Y'all the ones.
And if it's some flaw in it, you need to present it. You don't just
No,
paint a
Y'all
broad
don't
brush and
know. Just
say
say y'all don't
you
know.
need to
it's
tell
pseudo. That
me
don't make sense.
who is the individual who created DNA test.
We listening,
Just say
brother. Who
y'all
is
don't
it?
know. Just
I
say
could
y'all
do
don't
it
know.
in two. I could do it
Y'all
in
should
2 minutes
know.
and
Okay,
go back and forth with you. But
do
I'm
it in
trying to let
1
you
minute.
show
Do it
show
in
some
1
shit
minute.
about yourself.
Your
Just say you
time is
don't know,
ticking.
Lucky.
Do it in 1 minute. Do it in 1
Go
minute.
ahead then.
Your
Give
time
me.
is ticking.
I'll be back in 37 seconds.
All right. Good luck. These niggas be
All right,
talking about
bro.
DNA and they don't even know who
You ain't even
created
answer the
DNA.
question, brother. If you
I'm
took
not
a DNA
answering no
test
question. I'm
and
not
it said your
answering.
son
My
ain't
dude,
yours,
listen,
are you gonna
family,
say DNA test is a
fam.
pseudoscience?
Look,
I'm
my
asking.
dude, get
If
it
you
through your
take a
head.
DNA
I'm
or
not
anybody else on the
answering your
panel,
question. I'm not answering.
anybody else on the panel, anybody. If you take a DNA test and it say your son not yours, are you going to say it's pseudoscience? Checkmate.
A
Checkmate to the
DNA
whole
test
We're not
is
panel.
even discussing which
a
type of
DNA
That's
DNA.
test.
really
So,
checkmate
A
right
so
there,
DNA
all
fam.
right.
test.
So A1. So
A
back to your
maternal
question, D.
DNA test. Look, a maternal DNA test is something totally different than finding some fucking ancestor 400 fucking years ago.
Okay, so back to your question,
The fuck
A1.
is you
So
talking about?
what do you mean by who created DNA? You saying who created DNA like for crime scenes, or you saying who created DNA like phenotypes? You saying genome sequences? What you saying?
Okay, look, with all the fancy,
No, I'm asking you a
or
legitimate question, bro,
biologic.
because it's too.
I'm giving you a legitimate answer if you just wait. Whatever science or whichever one of them terminologies you want to use, the DNA test that they use, 23andMe, Ancestry.com, etc.
So
And
you saying genome sequencing?
yes.
Okay, so that would be the what's the nigga names? The Sanger nigga.
The who?
1977. What's the nigga? I'm gonna just pull it up. Fred Sanger, 1977.
Okay. Now do some. Now wait. Let's stop right there. Let's look up who Fred Singer is. Let's see if Fred Singer connected to eugenics. Because it sounds like he could be related to Morgan Singer.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Brother, you really going through the conspiracy
Yes.
theories. I'm
No,
asking,
Ain't
it
no
ain't no
brother.
conspiracy,
conspiracy
nigga. This
I'm
theory.
asking,
It ain't no
brother.
conspiracy
And
theory.
look, we know that
It's
they
not a
are
conspiracy
connected to
theory.
eugenics. I'm
Nah.
asking.
Oh, you know
I'm
that
asking.
so you
What
know that they
about?
connected to eugenics.
No,
I'm not even
listen,
disputing
we
that.
had the
I'm not
conversation.
even disputing that.
Do you
My
I tried to
question
have this
is,
hold on,
conversation last night.
So
if you take a DNA test and it say
brother,
your son not
I'm
yours,
not. You gonna
I'm
keep
asking, is
asking
it
me, my dude.
pseudoscience?
Hey, look, if you
Brother,
look at
I already accepted your point.
my
They are
brother,
connected to
anywhere
eugenics.
else in
We know it.
America,
I'm asking, brother.
I would have ejected your ass. You keep
But brother,
asking me
I'm
the same
asking, if you take a
redundant
DNA
fucking
test,
question over again. I
but
don't want to
brother,
answer
what's the
the
answer?
question. I'm not
What's the
answering it.
answer?
How the fuck you
Because
gonna come up here
that's
and
checkmate,
tell
brother.
somebody?
That's
No,
checkmate
that's
right there.
checkmate. That's
Because look, I
checkmate for
acknowledge
your
your point. Hold on,
feeble-minded
I
ass.
acknowledge your point, brother. You
No,
say they are
I don't
eugenicists.
acknowledge you. I don't acknowledge you
Brother,
for
you
no your
say that they are eugenicists. I say
bro.
yes, they
Kick
are.
rocks.
My
Kick rocks.
question is,
Kick
with that
rocks.
being
Kick
said, when you
rocks.
take a DNA test,
Wait, why
are
you
you
keep
going to
letting this nigga
say
ask me
that
the
it's
same fucking
pseudoscience?
question over and over again?
Go ahead. Let's try it again. I'll let the brother come back in a second. I think y'all both a little anxious. But go ahead, get to your point though.
Thanks, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, y'all hear me? What's up, yo?
Peace
Yeah,
to God.
peace to the gods, yo. Number one, bro. You can't say that the Yamasee are from Africa when none of the Yamasee leadership said they were from Africa. That's number one. So until we hear from any of that leadership, and you already said that they exist, and I haven't heard any of them come forward and say they're from Africa. See, you can't say that a person from on another continent can claim a whole tribe. That's like United States citizens all over the world, and you're trying to say that the United States is in Japan because they got citizens all over there. So therefore, the Yamasee supersedes all these other motherfuckers that trying to claim that they them. Because where's the Yamasee clans at in Africa? There is none. You feel me? That's number one. Number two, DNA is pseudoscience. If it wasn't, then you wouldn't have something named specifically pseudochromosomes, which means that they know there's chromosomes that these scientists don't know what their functionality is. And it has the specific name called pseudochromosome. So they don't know what all the chromosomes are. So it's pseudoscience. They admit that it's pseudoscience. But AP, you know what you did this debate? You just exposed all these niggas for being agents.
Right, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, bro. They just Rob Boyd admitted they agents, bro. Them niggas support that Freemasonry, the secret society motherfuckers that tried to indoctrinate us. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, but what we gonna do now is this. Since he wanna keep bringing up DNA, what I'm gonna do myself tonight, I'm gonna research who this singer individual is, and if he part of the eugenics, or we gonna expose that, and then we gonna see whether or not this shit is in your best interest or not. Because I'm quite sure if it's part eugenics is the people.
It's not in your best interest, right?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, A1, it's a simple thing to understand. When you are going from a line, it's like on any type of linear thing, basic math, right? You're going from point A to point B, or if you go down the alphabet to Z, you're going from one end to the other end. A is connected to Z, right? So if we started with Darwinism, and the theory, I can't keep stressing that word enough, the theory of evolution, and then you go and prove it how, which they still haven't gotten proof in 200 years, because Darwinism is from the 1820s. They also used the same categories in the study at that time referred to as pseudoscience.
But there's a difference between DNA and
the
Darwinism.
eugenics movement 100 years later in the 1920s referred to their own efforts to exterminate and eradicate the Aboriginal in America was based on the pseudoscience of Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and Negroid. So you idiot motherfuckers, and I've said this, AP, not to tell you how to run your show. Check these niggas' paperwork at the door. You prove you have an African tribe, bitch. And you prove you didn't exterminate and cause eugenics in Africa.
Yeah,
and
so
I
like how you went at the originators of the DNA. That's how you would prove something is pseudo. So when you're going back and doing the research, that's constructive. All that other shit was mumbo jumbo, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So I think the DNA conversation, pulling out the guys who started it, I think that's a good conversation to have. Exposing who they are.
Hold on.
No, that was a good point.
He's making a comment directed at me.
So I like that. So I like that.
All science,
great point.
All quote unquote science taught from K through 12 through advanced medical and research is based on Darwinism, dickhead. You don't know that? God damn, that's what you
exactly.
Darwin created the color blue.
And so when you have an entire system based on what they themselves say is theoretical, dickhead.
So if you take a DNA test and they say your kid not yours,
you know, when we keep listening, AP,
why the fuck you keep asking that same question?
Keep them running.
But family, like we have to be realistic.
So like I said, I like that A1.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you
right,
something.
A1, no, that's right.
Paternal and maternal DNA is much different than going to find some motherfucking family member 400 years ago, when first of all we've been in a different climate than Africa. We've been eating. No, listen.
Mitochondrial DNA is maternal, brother.
My dude. It ain't. How is it gonna be mitochondrial?
That's maternal, brother.
Okay, that's passed from mother to child. Right?
Yes, mother to mother to child. Yeah.
How the fuck is your mitochondrial DNA gonna connect you to a whole nother continent of people?
if you have a maternal ancestor in another continent, brother, you're not understanding logic.
They testing the people in the ground. We had
So
this
hold
conversation.
on, so brother, you don't know what human migration is?
Nah, my brother, I don't know.
You said no?
All I know is my people is the first people who ever existed on the planet, nigga.
Yes, I agree with that.
I don't know none of that goofy shit that you're asking me about.
So A1, how do you prove that in the debate? Because pulling the Yamasi shit is not working, bro. I'm telling you that.
You saying, listen, first of all,
No, you don't listen, bro. No, you misconstruing what I'm saying, bro. I'm not saying you got it. You ain't got to prove nothing in the debate, bro. But if somebody go in the debate,
the Yamasi is on. Did you see the debate yesterday?
Bro, yes, I seen the debate, bro, and I'm telling you that shit was.
Wait. All right,
you should have not let him go in the debate right afterwards with that.
Okay, I didn't let nobody, first of all, but did you see me add on and show you other black tribes?
Brother, I mentioned the other black tribes.
Along with science, right? With science, right? Okay, so at
the science shows that they are part African too.
No, ain't no science show. No, nobody.
Brother, when the Shinnecock take blood tests, it proves that they have African ancestry.
Don't even.
When Wampanoag take blood tests, it shows that they have African ancestry, brother. This is reality.
Bro. How you gonna say that?
Even Cherokee, when certain Cherokee take a DNA test,
we saying check the genome. We checking the whole genome. We're not just checking the autosomal.
My dude, listen, let me tell y'all two numbskulls, son.
So that's why I said let's talk about who created genome.
Let me tell y'all, that's gonna be found out. You ain't gotta worry about it. You're being on the back end to ask questions.
But A1, why you in denial though, brother?
Because I'm looking at us. So are you familiar with Watson and Crick?
Hey, look, hold up. He asking me a question. You asking me a question. Y'all niggas ancients. Relax. Why I'm in denial about what?
Your African ancestry, brother.
My nigga, listen, let me tell you something. We're not fucking African, brother.
Brother, we're mixed race.
Okay, look, don't worry about it. Look. We're going to say this conversation for after we find out and we do some.
To be continued?
Wait. We're going to
be continued, huh?
We're going to say this conversation for after we find out who this
is. It's a cliffhanger?
Who this person of only mixed person of interest with Singer. We're gonna find out exactly who Singer is, and we're gonna see whether or not Singer has your best interest, and why the fuck you keep bringing him to the table.
Bro, but I never even mentioned them.
It's more than Singer. That's what I'm saying.
Don't worry about it.
I like where you're going with that, though. I want A1 on the case.
Okay.
Let's get A1 on the D.
Yeah, please bring that information to us, please.
Man, y'all dudes is agents, bro.
Now what I'm gonna say, is, look, I got another sidebar conversation. I was over there in Garfield chat, and Rob is over there. He really is pumping his chest about getting niggas channel slapped. So y'all niggas watch out for Rob. That nigga is really out here trying to whack niggas channels, bro. Like he really feeling like that's his way.
And why? This the part I don't understand. Why we can't just agree that we mix with both? We both mix with African and American Aboriginal.
We don't even.
Why we gotta debate this?
Nigga. You don't come up here and tell us nothing, nigga.
But I'm asking why we gotta debate this though.
Look, my dude, you don't come
brother,
up here.
23 and me are proving to you, brother.
You don't come
African ancestry are proving to you, brother.
You don't even know who you are.
Brother, can I tell you a company that's owned by American Aboriginal? There's a company owned by an American Aboriginal called African Ancestry. You can take your DNA test and figure out the origins of not only your American Aboriginal tribes, but also your African tribes.
Hold on. So are you saying that the Aboriginals of America are niggas as well as the Africans that came here as slaves?
I never used the word niggas, but I think that today, if we encounter the American Aboriginal,
black people.
Yeah, that's my point. When we encounter the American Aboriginals, yes. When we see the American Aboriginals, yes, they would be called niggas, definitely.
So that means there wouldn't be no separate Native American DNA. They would have the same fucking DNA as the people because we have the same.
We mix together, brother.
No, it ain't
Are you
no
mixing that part together? The African and the Aboriginal Americans mix together,
bro. Because you just said the ancestors gonna be dealing with different climates and all that shit. So
exactly,
they not gonna be the same. Look like niggas though. We don't.
They gonna show that they came from the same source.
Like we not mixed though. We look like niggas. We don't look like Mexicans.
Just like I give you an example.
Let me ask you this. Y'all niggas talk about
how many Africans take this test? Go to Africa and tell them take a DNA test.
None of them. It's only for us.
Go to Africa and tell them take DNA tests. Why
y'all got a lot of self-hate, man?
We need to be one.
Y'all got to get out of this self-hate, man. Really.
Bro,
That's the
no,
point I'm
y'all
making.
This is
hating.
pitiful.
Y'all
We got
hating because
We
discussing
y'all
need
calling
grown
to
men.
African
do this
slaves.
project.
Look,
You
Y'all
ain't
this
know.
calling African
Hear
slaves.
me and
We're
know
not
that's what we
calling
do.
them slaves.
this is
Y'all
pitiful.
calling them
Y'all
slaves.
grown men. Listen, you're a
Wait a
grown
minute.
man,
Hold up. Let me
and
ask
you
you
in
this then.
denial of your
No, hold up.
ancestors.
Let me ask you this.
And
Let me
you're a
ask you this.
grown man.
Are
Why is
Are
niggas so
Africans in Africa slaves? Let me ask you that. Are Africans
Brother,
right
why are
now
you
in
deflecting,
Africa?
brother?
Bro, no. Answer the
Why are you
question.
deflecting? The focal
Answer my
point is,
question. Are
brother, I'm trying to
Africans
respond to
over
you,
in
brother.
Africa
damn,
slaves?
nigga, chill out.
Answer the question.
Brother, you need to fix your microphone, man.
Bro, are
Additionally, let's move
Africans
forward.
are
My question is,
Africans
why
over in
can't we
Africa
admit that we
slaves?
are mixed with both? Why is that so hard to do?
Bro, are Africans in Africa slaves? Answer that.
That's a deflection. I'm asking, why can't we admit that we
You
are
another
mixed
motherfucking
with
Asian.
both?
Deflection.
Why can't you
Hey,
admit you're a fucking Asian? You
Family,
ain't
we
like
are
one of the
mixed
other
with both
fucking Asians.
African
See,
You
that
fucking
and
he
idiot.
Aboriginal
admitting it.
Like
American.
Now
you sit
that's
up here.
self-hate.
So let me
That's
ask you
self-hate
this.
right there.
Can I ask you this?
I'm
Can we
proving I'm
team up?
proving I'm proving you
Let me
got
ask this.
self-hate.
Let me ask the Baltimore nigga this.
We're not gonna
Can we
keep
team
answering
up?
your
Let me
questions,
ask the
man.
Baltimore nigga this. Can we
No,
team up
answer my question
to
first,
end the
nigga.
gentrification of our
Answer
community?
my question first. Answer my
Brother,
question
let
first.
me ask you this. Have you been to Southeast Baltimore recently?
Bro, hold
Have you,
up. It don't
have
work
you been
like
to
that, money.
Boston Street? I'm
Bro,
asking, brother.
it
Have you
don't
been to Eastern Avenue lately, brother? I'm asking.
look, let me
I'm
explain to you,
asking,
buddy.
brother. You're a Baltimore nigga. I'm asking. Have you been to Eastern Avenue lately? I'm asking.
nigga, when the last time you been to
Well,
Nigeria, Liberia,
I'm
all that
asking,
shit,
brother,
South
because
Sudan?
look,
Like,
you
when
see,
you
he's
been to
not
all
answering
that, bro?
that
When you
question.
been to Africa,
No,
bro?
no,
He
When you
brother.
never
been
I'll
to
been
tell
here.
you
He
Africa?
why.
never
I'll
been
tell you
here,
why he's
All
not
Sally.
right.
answering.
Yeah, he need
He's
to be
not
quiet.
answering
Hey,
that
yo, my
question.
man. Hey, look, why you over
Hold on. I'll
talking
Uh-huh.
tell
every
you why
fucking
he's not
body?
answering,
Yo,
family.
why you over here over talking
He's not
everybody? This is not an
answering.
Right.
African platform,
Let's calm
motherfucker.
down.
No, you need to
Let's
Nah,
be
calm down.
calm down.
Why are you over here over talking everybody, bro? Hey Rob, if you hear with that bullshit that you keep on
No,
if you
never,
hear with that bullshit that you
never.
speak on the channel, you might as well remove yourself from the panel, bro.
This is kind of
So
put Rob in
Hey,
I'm
what
here
did you
for,
just say about Rob Lucky?
I'm here
bro.
for
He out here,
smoke. I'm
bro.
out
He
here
out
getting
here telling,
crazy.
everybody he reporting people channels. You on the record with this shit, bro. Like,
How many times have I told you motherfuckers I'm the end? You motherfuckers thought this is a game? You think I'm hiding something? You think I'm afraid to come on your motherfucking channels and tell you who I feel? Do you know who the fuck you're talking to?
A
You another
crackhead?
get
Eminem
this bass out of
motherfucker.
here, man. Get this
A
bass out of
crackhead?
here, bro. I don't
You
know why you
another
be doing that.
pillhead,
Man, I want to laugh, man.
suicidal, fucking Slavic motherfucker, man.
You be smoking roaches and shit, man. I don't know why you be doing that.
Good job, AP though, man. Another win for the
Yeah,
Abels,
another one, man.
as they
Another
said.
one. I'm tired as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm about to get the hell out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming through, rocking out. I see y'all on another one, man. I see y'all in the. Hold on, we got a couple people in. Before we go, we're gonna let it rock out for about 10 more minutes, man. Let's rock out.
Thank you, AP. Copper Color Grizzly. Keep the faith, brother. Keep them running, God damn
Man,
it.
you
Keep
already
them
know,
running.
brother. It's another one, man. I want Jabari.
But
Smoke, what up?
remember, A1 is on the DNA hunt. Go look at those ancestors, those four pillars I told you about. You know, Yosef ben Yakinan. Matter of fact, Ivan Van Sertima was born in South America, in
Mm-hmm.
Guyana.
Yep.
So when you start revealing their ancestors of Pan Boo Boo grew up as children as Aborigines, make that shit make sense.
Dr. Ben was
They
born in
got
the Caribbean
condition.
too.
They got condition like this, man. It was
Hey,
African
bro, you
study.
shouldn't have kicked him off. I wanted to eat real quick.
Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
man.
can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I heard you smoking here too. What's up? We about to
Yo,
get here. Smoke.
first
What
of
you
all,
got?
I want to say this, yo, because when you deal with DNA, if you ever watch any court proceedings, like when they bring up DNA, right, even with a crime scene, they got the actual scientist in there explaining his methodology and how he came up with certain numbers and certain notes that would denote with attach that person's DNA with in that location and how they made the determination, right? So if you're going to bring up DNA, you got to bring up the exact scientist and go over all of his methods. You can't just say the DNA match if you're not going to explain how they came to that determination. You feel what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're just going off somebody else's word. You feel me?
Right, now that's a fact.
That's how it works. So so all of this is basically what they're saying. This scientist said the DNA put you over there, and you supposed to say, okay, I believe him, I trust what this scientist said, and you're not supposed to question shit about how he made up that determination. What was his specimen over in Africa? How did he get it?
But
How
that's
was it?
why,
You feel me?
nonetheless, though, that's why you connect them to eugenics. Eugenics is listen, Darwin and Francis Bowling and all these motherfuckers is the ones that's
Jews.
look, these are the ones who started saying that black people are from Africa, Chinese people are from Asia, Indian people are from East or Southern Asia, whatever, right? White people are from they the ones who created it to hide their existence. See, niggas don't know how far this shit goes. Now, when we look up this dude Singer, we're gonna find out that he's probably related to motherfucking Bill Gates. For
Ding,
all we
ding,
know.
ding, 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 A1. And don't forget, go look at Yale and the creation of the American Eugenics Society. Bring it all to the table, my good brother.
Mm-hmm.
So back when we talking about this shit though, what is the next step? So if we knowing that they corrupt, so what is niggas not doing? Why niggas ain't got no skin in the game? Why niggas ain't got no research project? Why niggas ain't sequencing their own shit?
Who you
Like,
think they made? But let me ask you, let's sit here and just think real quick, right? They made the whole DNA shit for us, nigga. They ain't make now they put other people on commercials and make you think that they made it for everybody. They made it for us. They made it for us. And they created it as part of a conspiracy. Now,
when
when
you
you
say us, who you talking about? Are you talking about African Americans or are you
The
talking about
African Americans. There's only
African
one group of people
Americans,
called African Americans. We know who we
So
talking about. Don't play.
they
Yeah, we
started
know what time it is.
MTDNA actually to try to figure out the origins of the people and group of the Americas. That's
nah,
why
that's
I
what
asked you specifically like that.
okay. So they
That's why I asked
started
you
it.
specifically like
They started it for what?
for the peoplings of America.
Oh, okay. And to say who are for them to control a narrative to who the people in, even with all the science that we exhibit of showing you that Negroes was here, even the Yamasi article, even if you want to
That's
say,
what
all
I'm
right,
telling you
oh,
though. It really starts with the friends, dude. You gotta go deeper to prove your point. You on the
listen.
surface with it.
Lucky, I don't need you. I don't need you to help me for me to be doing something I've been doing before I even met you. Now, if you got the answer to it, let me see. Once you step up and let me see you get in the ring.
Bro, I done been trying to get in the ring, and what I'm telling you is I done just saw you take an L, bro. Your bros around here could tell you that
Who
you
took
won,
a
but
L?
bro,
Who
listen,
took a L?
you can pull up.
Who took a
They
L?
gonna try Chief. They gonna try
Who
Top.
took
They
a
gonna try
L?
you too, bro. So you gonna get another
Oh,
chance.
so I took a
You feel what
L.
I'm saying?
I took a
Bro,
L.
you lost another coincidence, bro.
I
I'm
lost
being
is
real.
not a coincidence,
That
brother.
nigga's on his
Yeah,
knees
man.
right now.
Okay,
You pulled
great,
Man, it's not a
you pulled some
coincidence. Debunked his own
stuff.
shit.
Right.
bro.
So
He killed
Not a
himself.
If you and you know
what I'm
what, but
saying is,
that only go to show you right here. For now on, you shouldn't be saying nothing.
right.
You
Yeah,
know,
because I'm not
right,
gonna be
no.
a crowd
You
pleaser.
okay then?
Y'all
But
keep the
guess what
crowd
though?
pleasers around
Yo,
here, bro, and you're gonna get washed, bro,
guess what
in
though?
these debates, bro.
We
Ain't
know that.
And
nobody
I'm
gonna
gonna keep
get
it real
washed,
with you,
bro.
bro.
Bro, you got
Niggas ain't
no
gonna keep it real
idea,
with you,
bro.
bro.
You got no idea
If you
what we
can't
got.
respect that,
These
bro,
niggas still talking
I
that
really don't,
fucking
I
shit.
Bro,
really can't give a
you
fuck
Chimpanzees
don't
about
know
that
what
shit,
we
bro.
got. You don't
still
know what we
believe in
got,
And you
bro.
God.
We
the
got way
main
more
niggas who
information than you
what
think. So
man,
keep
talking
living
about
in fantasy
fuck
land.
me, yes man.
Living in
I'm
fantasy and
living in
DNA
that.
land. In
That nigga
fantasy
Lucky
land.
still
That's what
believe in
you at.
evolution, bro. The fuck is
So
he
yeah,
talking
like I
about?
said, A1, that would be a good place for you to start to debunk
Lucky
DNA. Would
Gooseman,
be to
I
show
don't
that.
need you to
Bro, we
tell
ain't
me
got to debunk
anything.
DNA.
That's what I'm saying. Like this nigga right here, yo, you out
That's
of line.
cute. Like I
Yo,
said, it sounds cute,
no,
bro. But
what
like
you saying
the rest of
sounds
that
cute,
stuff,
nigga.
it don't
The
work in the
rest it
rest of the
don't.
world,
Okay,
bro.
you're right. You're
Bro,
absolutely right.
DNA is
Bro,
pseudo
but
chromosome.
y'all
Nigga, it's
just
pseudo.
mad, bro. Yeah, it's
DNA
okay, bro. Everybody don't have
is
to agree
pseudo.
with you, bro. It's okay.
DNA is pseudo
Niggas be so
chromosome.
sad what they say. Like, calm down, nigga.
Bro,
You
okay,
can
can
have
you
diversifying opinions on the panel, nigga. You
try to
ain't
have
gotta
a
be
conversation
in
without
a
bringing up
social
DNA?
democratic
You need
setting
to
with
go
everybody
through
that
and go
agrees with
find
you,
some
bro.
people who got
That's a cult.
Please, fam.
You feel what I'm
similarities
saying?
to
One
what
mic.
you're talking about.
Bro, niggas is falling
What
off,
the
bro.
fuck
Ain't
you
no
doing
cult.
back
The
up
cult,
there?
y'all niggas are cult. Y'all worship DNA. That's
It's
what
all
y'all
right, bro. We
always
gonna
bring up.
These
listen,
niggas
bro. The proof is in the pudding, bro.
possessed.
They whole
These niggas
paradigm
Proof
set
is
possessed.
in the
about
pudding,
rappers,
bro.
bro.
But
They
family, can I
man,
ask
fuck
this,
out of here.
please,
Hey,
please,
We
family?
can't ask nothing.
Let me ask this with all due
Why
respect,
why
because
if
I'm
you
would a
have
feeling
a
nigga
uncomfortable.
red,
good
black, and
job, bro,
blue
you
who
put a
named
good effort, bro. I
Afro
paid to see it.
dies
It
for
was good effort. We'll
fuck
see
out
the
of here?
next one.
But family, let's be respectful. Now I'm asking, be honest. If you took a DNA test and it said that your son is
Not
not
taking
yours,
no
Bro,
would you
stop
DNA.
say
bringing
that
up
it's
DNA.
pseudoscience?
Yeah, yo,
It's
listen,
pseudo.
yeah.
God
Everybody
Brother, I'm
damn,
know.
asking a
bro. Y'all
question,
niggas
family.
retarded or not, bro? It's
Family, we have to be
pseudo.
realistic.
Hey, look,
I'm
Bro,
asking, we have to deal with real
DNA
life.
hey, look.
is
Do you know what the
pseudoscience.
definition of insanity is, nigga? To keep asking the same question
But
and
family, y'all
making
keep
it.
dodging the same
No,
question for a
we're
reason.
not
You dodging
asking
that
you
for a
that
reason.
stupid ass question.
Family, you're
We're
dodging
not
that
asking
question for a reason.
whether we're dodging
That
it. No,
question,
we're
brother,
dodging
that
it.
question
Look,
exposes your blind spot,
fam,
King.
fam,
Really.
fam.
A1, I got love for you, brother.
Listen,
You have to acknowledge
Bro,
that
you
you
got
have a
love for
blind spot.
DNA. Shut up.
But brother, you have a blind spot. I'm asking, if you took a DNA test and you found out that your son is not yours, would you say that it's pseudoscience?
Hey, let me ask you this then. I know my son is not is my I know my son is my son. I got 3 sons. All 3 of them, I never took a DNA. I know they my son.
Yes, sir, I
Without a
respect that.
DNA test. Without a
Now, if you,
DNA test.
so
Now what you
listen up,
gotta say
brother.
now? Well, I
So
don't
if
need
you did take a DNA test,
bro.
listen,
How many people
brother,
no,
I'm
you
trying to
said
respond
ifs.
to you.
I don't work at ifs or ands or buts.
You
My
asked me a
people
question. Can I respond to you?
look, I got hundreds of people in my family that never took DNA tests. We know we family.
Yes, I respect that. Now, back to the focal point. If you took a DNA test and it said that your kids are not yours, would you say it's pseudoscience?
What I'm trying to explain to you, dumbass, is that you don't need DNA tests to know who your
All right,
family
man.
is.
So you, all right,
God
let's move
damn,
to the
bro.
next
What the
panelist.
fuck are you don't get,
Let's
bro?
move on to another
We
panelist,
don't
brother,
need
because you're
DNA.
delusional.
It
Bro,
don't
you
even
Brother,
matter.
delusional.
you're
This whole
delusional,
Yo,
thing,
brother.
this
Brother.
whole
DNA
thing
tests
is
are new.
pseudoscience
Bro,
based on
I'm older.
everyone's word.
Most of the people on this panel are older than DNA technology. What are you
And look,
talking about,
that's how
bro?
you know you're wrong. Look how
That's
emotional
not
you is. That's how you know you're
not even
wrong.
true. That's not true, brother.
No, because you're
Hey,
dumb, bro.
amen, amen. Peace
Keep
to the
professing
guys.
your
Peace to shout out to Ab Power, man. Good win, man. You know that was a crazy defeat. You too, A1. You know you smashed. Not a dummy and shit.
This
But
bitch
I got
ass
a
nigga on the
question for
panel right here gets I took a L.
man. They done, bro. Let me. I'm gonna end this real quick so they can be stuttering. Now y'all talk about the Yamasee, right? What is the nickname for the Yamasee? Tick tock, tick tock. Okay, y'all don't know. Okay, so then Afro diaspora. You keep bringing up DNA, right? What is the difference
Yes,
between?
brother.
Okay, you keep asking them about this test about the children, right? They take
Yes,
it's a
brother.
blood test that's done, right? So is a blood
Yes,
test and
brother.
a DNA test the same thing?
Let me respond to you, brother. Both tests shows who we have genetic relations to.
Let me ask you a question. Did they find Uncle Mujubu yet? Did they taste your DNA to a specific person out there yet? Since you want to bring up the DNA
Yes, actually.
and
Let me
Hold on,
respond.
simple
Can I
factor. Hold
respond
on,
to
to the
you,
simple.
DNA
brother?
Hold on.
What do you
Brother,
Hold
when
on,
you
hold on,
take
hold
it
on.
to, let me respond, brother.
Edit,
Please
you
let
gotta
me
yeah.
respond.
respond. There's a
Respond because you
reason I'm
talk like
doing
you're
this, bro.
drooling. You talk like you're drooling.
Oh my God.
What tribe?
All right, family.
Where's your Uncle Mujufu? Where's Uncle Mujufu?
All right, number one.
Produce Uncle
All right,
Mujufu.
can I respond, brother?
Hey, let him respond, Factor. Let him respond real
Yeah,
quick, because I don't want to
literally.
get on
Now,
panels
now,
no more, bro.
and this is why I got to bring this up, brother, because I agree that we have American Aboriginal ancestry. I'm Cherokee.
No,
I
no,
have
answer
Cherokee,
the, no, no,
and on the African side, I'm trying to
Afro,
tell you on the African side. I'm trying to tell you on the African side.
no, Afro,
Yes.
answer the fucking question, bro.
I'm not listening, you dumb nigga.
Okay, so
On
look, right
on the
there.
African
No,
side,
I
yes,
asked you a question.
oh my God.
Is a blood
You said
test
that
and
this.
DNA the same thing?
I want to hear my answer. I said both show that we
Is a
have
blood
genetic
test
I
relations.
don't
and
give a
DNA the
damn. I
same
don't care
thing,
what.
bro?
No. Did it?
These
Did it
niggas
trace
Are
really
you
you?
not listening to
Did it?
my answer?
they want to
Did it
Hold
yell at
on,
trace
you
you to
like
a
Factor,
it's just
Factor,
person?
Hold on,
hold
brother.
on.
goddamn
Hold on.
game.
Factor,
Now,
hold on,
hold
I
on. Let me
got this,
respond to the
bro.
brother.
Factor,
Hold
hold
on,
on.
brother.
Hey,
Yeah,
one mic,
brother.
one
Are you
mic,
not hearing my answer?
one mic, bro. One
Hold
mic.
on,
Hat.
Factor, hold
One
on.
mic, bro. One fucking mic, man. You keep coming up here talking over everybody, bro. I just
So,
told you
Afro
about that
diaspora,
shit.
it's a yes or no question. Is blood and fucking DNA the same thing in testing?
Brother, I just responded to you. Now,
We want a
clearly, if you're
yes or
testing for
no,
different,
sir. Is it a
Brother,
yes or
I'm
no,
trying to
sir?
respond to you. If
Ain't a
you're testing for
response. It's an answer, sir. Is it a
brother,
yes
I'm
or a
trying to
no?
answer your question.
Okay,
No,
yes
because
or
we're
no?
testing different relatives. That's the
Okay,
difference,
so
you dumb
now,
nigga.
hold
Oh,
on,
that's
bro.
the difference, you
And no,
dumb
no,
nigga.
you're
You
not
testing
going
different
past that.
relatives.
Be
You
quiet,
dumb
bro.
nigga.
Afro.
That's the part you missing. You're
Afro.
testing different relatives,
Afro.
so no, it's not the same.
Afro. For you to call me
Yes.
a dumb nigga, you're retarded as fuck, my nigga, and you a
All
bum.
right,
So
make your
let
point,
me
brother, so we
correct
can
you.
move
Let
forward.
me correct you, bro.
Yes,
Now, so
I'm
first
listening.
of all, is forensics and DNA the same thing?
No.
Okay, so now when you take a DNA test, right, and it's 99.9%,
Man, this nigga came up here with a motherfucking questionnaire,
is
man. If you
that
don't go to, come
accurate?
Yeah,
on,
this
bro.
is a dumb nigga, man. Bro, this
You
is a
ain't got
dumb
a
nigga.
whole job questionnaire, man. Go on with this shit, bro. Like, move your point along, bro.
Hey, yo, this is
Please,
my
mate.
Man, shut
motherfucking
the fuck
Make your
up,
platform.
you
point.
bum
Yo,
ass
That shit
listen,
is
nigga.
my dude.
crazy
Go
as
ahead and
hell,
answer
bro.
the
The
Yo,
nigga
question,
answered 50
Afro.
the
questions and ain't
show
got no
won't go
point to the
on
end of
without you
it,
two
bro.
It
niggas,
does
period,
because it
yo.
just
Amazing.
proves that what y'all standing on, y'all dumb as fuck. DNA don't exist. It's fake. It was created
Pass the
through
mic, brother. You
eugenicide.
don't
It's
got
been
no
fake.
point. Pass
It
the pass the
itself is
mic,
my
brother.
point. So go ahead, Afro. Answer the question.
Brother, I answered your question. Are you not listening?
Okay, so DNA and
No, he
forensics
ain't
ain't the
listening. He
same
talking.
thing, right?
He just
Okay,
created a fucking
so hold
questionnaire
on,
now.
hold on. Now, Lucky, you can get some of this too. You
The
stupid as fuck
Aboriginal
too. So
questionnaire.
now,
What's up, no hustle? What the
he
fuck?
just said DNA and forensics is different, right? Your dumb ass said something about forensics earlier.
Nigga said nothing about forensics,
Yeah,
no
you
hustle. You
did
right here
because
just
when they one was checking
chat
y'all
hopping.
about the
You
genetics
must have
and all that,
confused me
you
with
was
No
somebody
doing
else.
one
that.
mentioned. You're the only one that mentioned forensics. You're the only one that
Yeah,
mentioned
hey,
forensics.
I brought
Literally.
forensics to the light because that's where DNA come from, you dumbass. So
Mm.
you dumb
Oh,
motherfuckers up here
damn.
arguing with
It
A1
came.
and he been proved y'all wrong. So I just came up here to help him prove y'all
Okay,
wrong
but did these
again.
niggas prove
So,
Rob
hey,
Bourne and do these
AP,
niggas
shout
prove
out
Garfield?
A1. None. Peace to the
Hey,
God.
You
Peace
ain't,
to
you
the
ain't,
God.
you
Peace to
ain't
the
shit.
God,
yeah,
Niggas
Zozo.
gonna,
They,
yeah.
they,
niggas
they,
gonna
they
take
Big
it.
Zo.
very slow. And that's why I
Zo
played with
Hush.
him. And look,
Zo Hush.
hey, hold
Brother,
on. I
My
got
man.
one more. Lucky, just for
Niggas
you
got
to know in
no
the
hustle.
future, the nickname for the Yamasee is Yankee, dumbass.
Nigga, just don't pull the Yamasee and not say that they got African attached to them, bro, because they gonna call you a cherry picker. I don't give a damn
Exactly.
what a nigga call
The
themselves, bro.
Yamasee have
You gotta
African
know
blood.
debate etiquette, bro.
Y'all
Niggas
niggas
out here
cherry
talking these
picking
funny shit.
DNA.
Nigga, we
So shut
talking
up.
debate tactics and real life shit, bro. And y'all
No,
niggas right
y'all
here
niggas
getting
cherry
shit
picking.
confused.
Y'all cherry
You
picking
crossing the
DNA.
lines and shit, nigga. Come on, you too old for that shit, nigga.
Don't talk about cherry picking when all y'all niggas do is cherry pick. Y'all Pan African ass
Hey,
niggas
this
talking about
nigga.
DNA
Hey,
all the
look,
fucking
look. This
time.
But
nigga.
family, why are y'all afraid to admit that we're mixed with both? We're both
you
African
no,
and American
no, no,
Aboriginal.
no.
Why
Bro,
y'all
you
won't
admit
admit
that
that?
Because
Go
they
DNA.
ahead and deny
You
it.
admit.
because they
We not
believe
mixed.
the
No,
You
colonial
hell
part
no.
admit
of
that
Africa
DNA is
is bad.
pseudoscience.
Listen,
But he
Admit
never
listen.
that.
answered my
They
question.
believe that
He
Africa
never
is
answered my
terrible, brother.
question. He never answered my question.
Oh, damn.
Did you find a
They
relative in
believe
Africa with that DNA? Did you
they
find a
believe
relative?
what the colonizer
A1
told
and
them about Africa,
AP.
brother. That's why.
Both of you young brothers again, stay strong. Interesting how you listen to parasites continue to attach themselves. A host is the only thing that's important. Nothing of any value is over there in the Pan Boo Boo community. That's why they desperately come
That's your trauma talking, brother.
clinging
That's your trauma talking.
Right,
in
some
Answer the
old
question.
addition
trauma from the
for an
70s and shit. Come
African
on, man.
thank you, AP, because again, in addition for an African to feel the need to attach himself to America and the Aboriginal speaks for itself. Find your tribe over there and explain why you either participated in eugenics and the extermination of the Aboriginal on Al Cable
Man, I
land,
can't listen to this shit no more.
Ethiopia,
I'm gone,
or
AP.
whatever it is that you
Good debate,
believe.
brother.
But again, you are dealing with belief, and the facts and the truth are over here. Thank you, Copper Color Grizzly, for the time. Keep them running.
Yeah, you see, he
Shout out to
never answered the
everybody in the
question.
building, man. Yeah,
He
them
never
niggas.
answered the
Hey,
question.
shout out to everybody. Nah, they ain't. And shout out to Brian, man. What's going on, Triple X Factor?
Hey, what's up, AP? You know, I was in the chat. I had to come up. He was getting on my fucking nerves with that your baby talk and all that. But that finds actual person to have your bloodline. No one has ever found a bloodline in Africa. They just listen to what some papers say. And you know what's bugged out? I talked to a brother from Ghana. When I brought this stuff to him, you know what he told me? where his ancestor comes from. It bugged me out. He said his ancestors came from Brazil. They not even indigenous to Africa. This is
That's
from
what
a
I'm
dude
saying.
born and raised in Ghana. I was like, whoa.
They going with what the CIA organized for them to learn in African studies and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's heavily funded, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to you, man. I gotta get out of here. Shout out to
all right, peace, man. Enjoy you. Your brothers
Good
are killing
job,
you.
AP. Peace to the
Good
God.
job. Peace out to the God, everybody. Tribes up.
Man, tribe up, feathers up, rise up.
Salute, Sister Betty and Alabama on here. A1, all y'all, man. One love.
All love, y'all. See y'all later, man. Peace, love, and light, man. We out of here. Peace.
See my life is spinning.
The Betty, peace. Where's Sister Betty at? She might have went to sleep on us.
See my life is spinning motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back. Got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.